we all know the impeachment drama is going to move to the Senate for trial. Now, the big question is what happens when it gets there? Either Senate Republicans could fast-track it and force an acquittal, dismissal, or they could drag it out and force Democrats to own the mess they created. Now, sources are telling Fox tonight that the White House does prefer the latter and wants Democrats to wallow in this impeachment sham. I'm all for it. Joining me now with all the details, Ed Henry, chief national correspondent and host of America's News Headquarters with Ed Henry. Ed, now,
good to see you.
Why does the White House, and I'm so glad to hear this tonight, feel so confident that a full-fledged trial, full-blown trial, is in their best interest?
Because, Laura, I've talked to advisors around the president who say they're watching what's happening in the House right now, and you see it live in the Judiciary Committee. And people inside the White House think this case has fallen apart for Democrats. That's why they've thinned out the articles of impeachment. They don't even have bribery or any specific crimes in there. It's much broader because they think inside the White House the case is falling apart. And so Nancy Pelosi and Jerry Nadler are trying to rush this through so they can pivot back to jobs or whatever other issue they're going to try to talk about, when the president and some of his advisors are saying in private, wait a second, let's let them own this thing. So if it gets to the Senate, why rush it through? You've heard Kevin McCarthy and others raise the possibility. Remember, this is a fluid situation. There's just ideas floating around. Hey, maybe you have a motion to dismiss, which is just a simple majority of 51 votes in the Senate to dismiss the trial altogether. The president and some of his advisors are saying, no, let's call a whole bunch of witnesses, drag it out, make the Democrats own it, number one, and number two, get a full acquittal, not just a motion to dismiss, which might be a small potatoes. Go for the full acquittal.
Well, what witnesses would the White House hope to call?
We've heard some of the names float before, and tonight they're telling me again, look, they want Hunter Biden. They want Adam Schiff. He was not there in the House Judiciary Committee a few days ago when they started laying out the articles. And you've got Republicans in the Senate, like Lindsey Graham, who have talked about this, and you've got people inside the White House who say, why shouldn't Adam Schiff testify, not just about how this whole case was put together, but his contact or his staff's contact with the whistleblower, maybe force the whistleblower to testify. That's come up from Louis Gohmert and others who you see they're live in the House Judiciary Committee. And most of all, I mentioned it briefly, they want Hunter Biden, because remember where all this started on Ukraine. And Rudy Giuliani and others were saying, you know, the media is not focused on the fact that Hunter Biden got all this money from Ukraine. We don't know what he did to earn the money, while his father, the sitting vice president, was overseeing Ukrainian policy for the Obama administration. Well, the bottom line, Laura, is we still don't have answers to that. And so if there's going to be a trial, the president and his advisors want Hunter Biden front and center, if not Joe Biden himself as well.
Now, finally, Ed, well, the White House, I mean, they obviously feel confident. If they want to go to the full-fledged trial, they are really confident tonight that not only are they going to win this, but they're going to punish the bad actors who started this.
Look, there are going to be some advisors to the president, no doubt, as they watch this play out before us, Laura, who will say, look, take the victory. You're already kind of winning this battle. If you look at polls in Iowa, Wisconsin, the last 24 to 48 hours that suggest, as Tom Bevan was reporting a moment ago, that especially with independent voters, they're turning against impeachment. Take the win, and if you can get a motion to dismiss, move on. And in the end, that may be where they go. Who knows? This is a fluid situation. But tonight, what I'm hearing is the White House feels like, let the Democrats own this, Laura.
Yeah, Ed, is it a touchdown, or are you going for, you're just going to kick it? Do you
spike the football, or you just move on?
Oh, you're going to, I don't know. There's a lot of different ways to play this, but I appreciate it. Great reporting, as always, Ed. Great to see you. Now,